I would tell you, educators build future heroes. I moved to the United States back in the late 80s. I moved from Jamaica to Boston. Coming into the United States, I had, I guess, an entirely different vision of what the United States was in comparison to Jamaica. What I didn't realize at that time was being a kid in an environment where we had nothing, no one around me had nothing, we were equal. So I didn't know that I was poor. I don't even think I could afford the two O's in the word poor. That's how bad it was. But coming to the United States, at this point now, I have things I didn't have. I had regular shoes that I could wear, not just a church shoes, if you will. I walked around barefoot my whole life pretty much in Jamaica. When I got here, my father did what he could do to get me nice stuff I thought was very nice at that time. He got me a couple pair of shoes from back then. I think it was called Payless. I refer to those as Bobos. I don't know, if you're listening or understand what those are. Those are the, buy probably one shoe, buy two shoes for about $5, $20, whatever the case. It didn't have any particular name on it. Showing up to the bus stop, I'm going in looking good, feeling good. The kids started really teasing. In my mind, I almost felt like digging a hole and putting myself in it because I thought I was looking good. I thought I came from a place where I didn't have all these things, so now I'm standing there with my chest up. That really caused me to go in a rut. But going through school after coming here, my identity shift from having to where I thought I had to where I felt like I was nobody again. And now I've gotten to a place where I was just, my self-esteem was just this bad to where at some point in time I didn't even feel like existing. But what I would tell you that several teachers that come to mind, in middle school I had a teacher by the name of Miss Rowe. I have no clue where she's at today in the world, but she would pull me in her computer lab and kind of have me do things with her to keep me focused on me and the things that I needed to do. Fast forward to high school, nothing really changed. I'm in different programs. I'm in ROTC. I'm on track team. I'm doing these things, but I still felt that void of who I really was until I ran across a young lady by the name of, really not a young lady, Miss Chestnut. Sandra Chestnut is her name. She was the first teacher that spoke something into me that kind of woke me up a little bit. She was over our Massachusetts for Engineering program, and I remember giving her a picture of some sort. I don't know why I gave her a picture, but after I gave her the photo, she said, "Man, you really have nice eyes." And in my mind, I don't know what she's talking about. I've heard everything about being ugly, being this, just things I don't want to repeat now. But that instant triggered something in me. I went home that weekend. I took about 3 hours to draw my face. My eyes did stand out. And as a result of me seeing that, I started looking for different things about myself that I liked about myself. And that's where my self-esteem started coming back. You couldn't tell me anything. I didn't care what other people were saying. Not only did she spark that in me, but her and then Miss Joanne Williams, another great educator, got me just to do other things, get involved. I was doing more in ROTC, doing more in the community. I created a West Indian Culture Club. I just started doing other things to focus on creating and adding value, in a sense that we're creating a leader. Now at this point, here it is, I'm graduating high school, wanted to go to Johnston Wells University, but unfortunately did not have the funds. And my parents, old-fashioned Jamaicans, didn't understand why I needed to know their income, why I needed their social and all these other things to apply for the FAFSA. So I had no alternative but to turn back to something that I knew. I was in ROTC for 4 years. I knew the military. I just knew I wasn't going to join the Navy because I can't swim worth a lick. But I knew a little bit about the Army, so I decided to take the ASVAB test and join the Army. Now, I joined the Army and I spent over 26 years in the Army. I couldn't have envisioned staying in the Army for 26 years, my initial thought process was just to get the money for school. Got the college GI Bill and leave after 3 years. Honestly, every 3 years I was re-enlisting until I got to the point where I was halfway through, and why not just finish what I started? Had I had that, maybe I wouldn't be here today, and maybe I wouldn't be doing this.